Lord of omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
What up? What up? Me and Andrew started talking before I actually started the podcast, so I recorded that, and this is going to be the little intro for this particular podcast. So, hope you like, subscribe, follow, and tell people about our podcast. Thank you.
And I think Friday I passed out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was bored as fuck. I passed out. Nah, because I was home, whatever, and fucking I drank like I had like 2 drinks. I was smoking, I cooked, I did everything, and I was still like I felt fine, but I was just bored. And like once SmackDown, I seen everything I needed on SmackDown. I was like, I'm gonna just close my eyes. And then next thing you know, I was knocked out.
Yeah. Is wrestling getting better still?
Yeah, it is slowly. Which now I ran into the dilemma today because like there's this people on Twitter that I found that is weird because for some reason UK people get a lot of fucking info. Like it's
Okay.
very weird, but UK people have mad plugs. Like it's crazy. So I was listening to their shit today, whatever, and whatchamacallit it. They like, they give up the dirt and shit and possible rumors and blah blah blah. So it makes it more interesting, like to see what's possibly gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it has been getting better. Like the pay-per-view, the next one that they're doing is in the UK is on September 3rd, which is kind of sucks because now I'm stuck in between because my original plan for that weekend was like, oh, I'll get everybody out of my way on Friday. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, leave me alone. And then Saturday could really be my day.
Yeah.
Where I'm just by myself and I could just do what I want.
Yeah.
And fucking then it turns out that fucking this one she works. So it's like, all right, yeah, we could do shit on Saturday. Like, I don't mind. But then I remember the pay-per-view, so I'm like, like I'm out of how am I gonna work this? Like my first like Fred Flintstone scenario.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but nah, like I can't wait to really watch it. I hope the Fiend does come out at the end. Like that's supposed to be like the main possible big surprise because they've been teasers of certain shit. Like there's teasers of things that's happened that people are like, no, that's the Fiend. Like that's the Bray Wyatt glove and glove and arm that they seen last Monday, like as a teaser.
Yeah.
Because like basically like this is kind of like fun because like we could say like Easter eggs aspect.
Yeah.
So basically a segment happened. They had Theory and Dolph Ziggler. They've been building their story and a little rivalry thing.
Yeah.
They ended up getting into a fight backstage. But the thing that's been happening lately, like I told you last week, whatever, like with the car accident and shit like that, they doing Easter eggs now. So it's like you're watching them fight, but if you're not paying attention to certain shit in the background, you might miss something.
Oh shit! Cool.
So yeah, it's becoming more fun to watch because now it's like you want to see like the Easter egg to catch, like, oh, I know who's my debut or what might happen now, like
Yeah.
So I like that new little twist that Triple H kind of added to it.
Nice.
Like it made it more fun. Like so, yeah, like that happened, and then in the door, like you see the refs and the security coming to break up the fight, like they do.
Yeah.
And apparently in the doorway, because I missed it, because I was so into the fight, because I'm like, oh shit, like finally, like backstage shit happening, like more organic wrestling shit has been happening. Great, which I'll get into real quick after this.
Yeah.
Fucking so after they fighting and shit, apparently, but I went back and I watched it on YouTube. You see, like in the doorway, there's an actual hand that's just standing out like this, and it's just there. So then people came up with theories like, oh, that's Bray Wyatt's hand, and they're like, no, that's Dexter Lumis because he's been in and out like of the show, like on Mondays. Yeah. And then they're like, no, that's a setup for the way because another wrestler is supposed to be coming. Oh, okay. So it's like, all right, cool. Like it gives more rumors and more possibilities. Like you never know.
Yeah, making it more fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the Vince McMahon isms of him leaving. Like I'm pretty sure you've heard when you listen to people talk about like Vince McMahon and how he didn't like certain things. He had pet peeves.
Yeah.
So one of his things was wrestling. Like you don't say that they're superstars and sports entertainers.
Yeah.
So Kevin Owens, my guy, and Drew McIntyre, who I fucks with too. Like they ended up doing a promo / match on Monday, which was fucking fire. But the promo is what everybody was talking about because the way the promo went off, like KO, you could tell that he was cutting promos more like his old way of cutting promos, and he was saying certain key words. Like he even took a Owen Hart line and used it, which was awesome. Like, and unless you were like a nerd, you're not gonna catch it. Like, because he was like, "Oh, enough's enough, and it's time for a change." And it was like, "Yeah, that's the Owen Hart right after his shit with Brett and everything, like the Slammy Awards Owen like shit." So that was cool. And then the McIntyre him back and forth. That it was funny because it became a joke too. Like Jim Cornette made fun of it. It was like they so used to being trained to speak a certain way that now that they have that little bit of freedom slowly as they get more back to bullet points like how it used to be and not scripts, that he was like that the wrestlers don't even know how to speak anymore. So Drew McIntyre in his promo, he said wrestler like 3 times in one sentence. And it just sounded crazy because he was like, "Oh, we're wrestlers in a wrestling ring, so we should wrestle." And it was like, what the fuck? It was like, bro, like you don't have to like get it all off, like because you finally could speak a little bit more freely like that. Like, but it was cool. It was a good ass promo. Like, so it is more fun to, and it's become more fun to watch WWE, less fun to watch AEW, and then in a funny weird twist, as I've been looking through shit, is like now all the people that have been praising AEW for years are slowly saying like shaded things towards AEW and praising WWE again. And it's like it's very funny how like in 3 years with certain shit happening, now you can see like slow changes and shit like that, like where everybody's like, fuck, now Triple H is in charge and we're seeing things like, and people don't know how to react because honestly, before AEW truly, like NXT was AEW.
Yeah.
NXT was a better version of AEW, but it was pretty much the same shit.
Yeah.
So now Triple H is in charge, and now everybody's like, ah, shit, now he's letting wrestlers actually have long matches on the show, and they're doing better promo, da-da-da. Like, you can see little things that's making it better, and the rumors already out there that a lot of people from AEW were supposed to be trying to find their way back to WWE.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just, it makes it more fun, but bad too, because I did hear today from this guy and his shit on his podcast, because he gets all the dirt. If this is true, and I'm not like saying it's true, but if AEW really is in trouble, like the way it's being said because of the merger of HBO and Discovery, like it's gonna be interesting to see how that fan base works. Because if the show does get cut down to 1 hour, and they only have a 1 hour show, that's gonna really hurt. Like, because like nobody really wants. You can't squeeze a 1 hour wrestling show in and give as much as we normally get with 2, at least. And then like if it doesn't work with the Discovery people, that they might end up on like CBS or just on YouTube, or like it's gonna be interesting to see what happens by the end of the year if AEW doesn't start averaging 1 million viewers. Like if they don't have an average of 1 million viewers like every Wednesday night and boost up their Friday night shows, then Discovery is probably gonna really change up mad shit because they're not trying to lose money. But that's a lot of the wrestling shit right now that's pretty much going on. Like now it's just more or less, like I said, like it's more fun to watch now. Like I can't wait for Monday. Like it sucks that I work doubles a lot now. So I'm like, nigga, like when the show sucked, y'all had me home. I was able to watch the shit and fall asleep midway through. Now I'm like watching the shit at work, like fuck, now I gotta rush home. Thank God for DVR. Because that shit has been the fucking key saver, because now I could come home and I could just start from where I stopped. So I don't really miss shit, and that I just don't go on Twitter for no spoilers and shit.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
Man. Maybe I gotta start watching again.
Yeah, like I mean, honestly, you just got in and out. It's like little things. Like, I mean, the NXT people you don't really know, but then you do know because you watched a little bit with me. You'll see it. But I really do think, because the way they've been talking about it in this push, I could see Bray Wyatt definitely coming back on that pay-per-view. And that would be awesome because it would definitely help the company, because Roman Reigns works a lighter schedule now. Cody Rhodes is still out. There's still a few things missing, but he's a good face that's been with that company for mad long, that he could come in and be an all-the-time face and help keep it going.
Yeah.
Because right now they're on a good ass run. Like I have yet to see anybody bitch about shit since Vince retired.
Wow.
Besides like the few like loser people that want to be like, but Vince did it better because they just have to be fucking dick suckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else is like they have no complaints. Like they might complain about a few little things, but everybody's been enjoying the show.
Shit, that's good. I like that. I like that. It just sucks that to think that like, damn, the guy who's been running this company for so many years was almost not destroying it, but making it a little shitty where it could have been really good. You know,
But yeah, because it was his. But it's a true as well. Like, when you think about it, like the guy ran everything.
yeah,
Like when
yeah,
it became to final say, he was final say. So you get that final say, and then you get the aspect of like how I could say right now, and I'll use music for the example, and I could even or video games even. I'm out of touch technically in
mm,
music world. I don't know shit about any of these rappers, but like I talked to a little cousin, and he'd be like, "Yo, but Polo G's dope." And I'm like, "Fuck a Polo G. I don't know nothing about no like he corny. Like I heard the name, but who don't care?" Like that's kind of what Vince was like. Vince would, "Oh, yo, this guy, da da da. He's great in the indies, and people like him, and da da da." I don't care. Like he sees him, looks at him. I see this for you. This is what you're gonna do. This is how it's gonna work. Blah blah blah. Because he's the boss. You know.
yeah, yeah,
So it's all it is. Like because the real quick example, Karrion Cross,
mm,
uh, his image and the way they used him in NXT was fucking fire. One of my favorite entrances, like because it was just unique. Like
yeah,
we get the unique entrances, something different. And then he went to the main roster, and they took away his girlfriend slash wife or whatever she is, who is one
yeah,
of the hottest women in wrestling. Like she's just hot, like honestly. And that was part of his gimmick. Like she would come out and she started the thing. Like they were a packaged thing, and they destroyed it and made him dress a different way and it just floundered. That's why it was cool that Triple H brought him back so quick. Like,
yeah,
nah, like you are a star under like for this type of company. There's no way this guy, honestly, he looks like he could be a movie star. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he would end up in some type of movie, not like the Rock level, but like a Batista or something around there.
yeah.
Like, he could do that because he has like the look and everything. Like,
Oh
he could
shit.
be an actor type shit, and he's good at like his like if I send you like like promos shit that he does like Bennett shit, his
Yeah,
own joints, you would like them because he makes his own shit and he does a lot because he's like a horror movie fan. So he like a part of his character is based off American Psycho, is based off of this, that. Like he put it all together type shit. Like
okay,
his indie name is called Killer Cross, but they're
okay,
never gonna use Killer on a TV show where they try to still push the kids.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know,
Can't do
yeah.
that no more. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
put
yeah,
I'm gonna put all this in because I feel like it was good talk for wrestling.
yeah, you could. I don't care.
But
But yeah, that's all that fun shit.
hell yeah. Sounds good,
But
man. I gotta get back on that shit.
yeah, like trust me, like when I say for the first time in a while, like stories are actually connecting and going along fluently. Like
Yeah.
throughout it, like it's like, oh shit, I know what's going on with this person and that person, and it all just works.
Yeah.
Like,
And if they
like
do bring back the Fiend, that'll be a great thing because I kept feeling like they fucked him over so many times.
they did.
And
Yeah.
and I felt like that character I felt like he was good on the mic. He didn't have like good finishers or anything, but
Mm.
I think he was decent in the ring too. So I was just like, damn, he put in all this work for like two really good characters and just fell off. Maybe it's because
Yeah,
they
nah,
couldn't really do anything with it. But
I don't know if they could figure, but it's one of those things where I feel at the same time because people don't realize it unless you really like look at the stats. Bray Wyatt's almost like the Undertaker.
yeah,
I'm not trying to say they're the same because Undertaker has a lot more reasons why he's great, but
yeah,
his character is kind of like that. Like if you look at Undertaker's character, he's I think maybe the most world title runs he had was maybe
yeah,
five the most, and some of them were very short, not long. His character doesn't need a belt. His
yeah,
character just needs good stories and
yeah,
good things to be around it. So once they start doing that, then we could like you got to block out those. I hate those fans, like the fans that is like they're my favorite wrestler, so they should be champ fans.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you know what makes great wrestlers and awesome is the ones that have stories that you could talk about.
Yeah.
Like there's storylines that we talk about from back in the day that half of them aren't even world title matches. They're just regular fucking wrestling matches.
Yeah.
But the story was what it was, you know?
Yeah. Did you
So
watch speaking of the old wrestling, did you watch Ric Flair's second last match?
it's like I watched parts of it. I couldn't really watch the whole thing. One, I partially forgot. Two, it was, I had to watch it on bootleg.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was weird because when I got it on, like put it on and shit, he was already busted open, I think.
Oh.
And I was just like, yeah, I can't watch this old man. And he's old. And apparently he passed out mid match.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why it's not really a lot of people talk about it, but he said that he knocked out in the middle of the match, that he don't remember most of it.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? There was an interview with Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash is like, I was there in the beginning of it, but he's like, I just left, not because, I don't know, I don't like, Ric Flair's just, I don't think it was going good, and I just felt like I left, and I know I'm gonna hang out with him later after anyway. So it's just
Yeah,
like
because you know what it is that it's a circus. It's like I get, and I agree with the fans where you want to be like the Shawn Michaels match was second his last match.
Yeah.
Look at this, everything that was around that, and then you go and you're just in, let's say, some random warehouse building with some chairs and a couple of hundred fans. Like, yeah, Undertaker was there, Mankind was there, McFoley was there.
Yeah.
Like a few legends were actually there after the match because I did see them like hug them and shit.
Yeah.
And that was cool. But it was still like, yeah, but you didn't need to do that. Like you're Ric Flair. Like
but
the way
I
they're
think
saying
he's
you're Ric
addicted.
Flair.
I think he's addicted. Like
he is.
He's probably just bored, and he's just like, I want to wrestle again, but I can't do it.
He has nothing else to do, and then when you have a track record that people want to say you helicopter dick people, like it made it hard for him to have a job. Like they could have put him backstage somewhere and hit him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit doesn't work like that. But yeah, I couldn't really watch it. Like I don't care. Like I've gotten to the point where I don't really like watching wrestling matches when I know they're gonna blade.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's to the point where it's like that fake blood became just too much now. AEW ruined it for me. Like, because every match I fucking watch now on AEW, if you say it's a hardcore match, there's guaranteed blood. You say any, and then depending, like if it's John Moxley, guaranteed blood. He's gonna bust open naturally.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things. So I was like, I got bored with it. Like it's not fun. I actually get more excited when I watch Raw, and I forgot what match it was. I guess like a certain spot somebody got hit, a little stiff, and you could see like when he opened his mouth that he busted his lip.
Yeah.
Inside, I was like, all right, see, that's cool. Like they're not gonna emphasize on that, but it was still cool,
Yeah. No, I get it. I think that was very. I don't know. I think that's old school. Like, because you're right. Like, I don't want to see somebody. If it was like once in a blue, it'll be cool. Yeah. Like if like a hardcore match was like it wasn't like an every week thing, or it was like it's a pay-per-view. We're doing an actual hardcore match, and somebody gets cut open, but again, not like the blood that we all see where it's like pouring down your face. I don't need all that. Just like, oh shit, But besides that, I wouldn't need that shit. I don't need to see
because
that.
like it doesn't do much. I forgot. I was watching. I think it was that. Like it was like 2 Wednesdays ago. That it was the match with Jericho and Moxley, and they were the main event, and it was a regular rules match. Like they actually have rules. Somehow that nigga still found a way to bleed. Like I'm watching the shit. I'm like, he has to find a spot to bleed. Like this is why this company is gonna fold, because of simple shit like this, and like nobody could tell anybody no. So it's like,
that's
boom,
crazy.
shit like that. But yeah, I don't care. Like I think more than waiting for Bray Wyatt, and I'm waiting to see what other NXT people come and how they get used, and just to see how it works, just to see if are we gonna get to where it's the era of like it could be like the return of the '90s new generation, where it's like not every wrestler is 6'6", 250 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like where we're gonna get a mix of it. We're gonna get some good characters, maybe like some actual characters.
Yeah, some good
You know,
storylines. Yeah.
yeah, like, and that's another like, and I don't want to say long term storytelling because I hate that fucking saying because I think it's stupid. But like storylines that just have a good run to it. Like you don't have to do a year run. You can do 3-4 months of a story and
Yeah.
make it make sense if the matches make sense. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like because you don't even have to have a match every month. You could do a 4-month storyline and have a match 3 out of those 4 months. Have 1 month for just building up the hatred of heat towards each other to make that climax match
Yeah.
what they want. Like the first 2 matches they had, the next one they just don't stop beating up each other, backstage fights, things. You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Now a month later, we give you a match. Now we
Yeah.
give you the send off, the payoff match.
Yeah.
That would be the better way to do it. Like because you build up the anticipation to it.
Yeah.
You know?
I would like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, that might get me back into it if it starts getting really good like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you let the people, yeah, because I feel like AEW, it's like too much. I don't know. Maybe he's given too much of the wrestlers like the okay, like do whatever you want.
They give everybody what they want.
But
Yeah.
I feel like there has to be some kind of like grounding. Like, all right, this is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Or
But
this is too much.
and that's kind of the issue that's happening right now. I don't really know a lot of it, but CM Punk's being CM Punk again. So he's having his issues backstage. Apparently, he threatened to walk out a couple of times. Him and Adam Page have their beefs, apparently, over an ex-wrestler who got fired. And it's funny because that wrestler that got fired or not with the company anymore, he
Yeah.
used to be best friends with CM Punk. He's the guy who did the first wrestling podcast with CM Punk when CM Punk left WWE and
Yeah.
shitted on WWE. And then they had a falling out because I forgot exactly what it was, but they ended up, I think CM Punk sued him or the vice versa.
Yeah.
And then they fell out, Then he goes there. Everybody said, oh, something's going to happen. Boom, it happened. And now it's just more or less like the fun, like build up. Like I'm waiting for the big thing to happen. Like, but nothing yet.
Yeah.
But AEW definitely has that issue though. Like they're too. It's like it's the side of the indies / the people who the company's named after, the elite, which is like the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Adam Page, like Adam Cole, like these guys.
Yeah.
That's one group. And then it's the CM Punk group, which is probably just CM Punk and 2 other wrestlers. And whoever else thinks that if you're friends with CM Punk, you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, because it's basically, I'm going to kiss their ass because they might have power. I'm going to kiss his ass because they might have power.
Yeah.
Because the 2 people basically that are beefing with each other, I've done heard people say that they're not liked by anybody backstage. So it's like, fuck it. Like, yo, it's pick their evil. Like, I'm gonna pick this guy because I know Tony Khan fucks with him more, so I'll get more TV time if I'm friends with him. You know, like
yeah, true.
Yeah,
that place is gonna go. I had high hopes for that shit too, but
I had for the first pay-per-view. Then after that, as they slowly kept talking about WWE and not really changing their format for 2.5 years, like it was like, oh yeah, all right, we get it. Like you have debuts, you have somewhat storylines, I guess. I don't know. Their promotion is matches. Their promotion is indie shit. It's more for the quick fan. Like it's like, oh, a dream match. I get to see this guy against this guy.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't want no build. You don't want nothing to it. Like you could literally just be like CM Punk versus, let's say, like Jericho.
Yeah.
And let's say that match never happened or whatever. And they go, oh my God, it's a dream match. Or you'll get the people that they know it happened, but it's a dream match because it's on AEW.
Yeah.
You know? So can't win.
Yeah, that's fucking fandom. That's fun.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't do that shit. Like when Cody went to WWF or WWE, whatever, it's dream matches. I guess But it's like, nah, I want storylines. Like, I want cool storylines. So his Seth Rollins storyline was cool.
Yeah.
Because that was the first sign of like some change in WWE before the whole Vince shit. Just because every time he was on TV, for some reason, everything was different. Like they let him get away with shit.
Yeah.
Like, so the shit was actually entertaining between him and Seth because Seth is a fucking good entertainer as well when they let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So freaking like that was pretty much that's the only time I've ever been like, oh, I want to see this or see this. Like I want to see like Cody and like I want to see more or less promos. I put that like I like promo offs. Like I want to see how Roman Reigns would go against this type of Cody Rhodes and how Cody talks. Like Cody talks like a Confederate.
Yeah.
But it's like funny. And then like Roman talks like the cool hip guy now. So it'd be kind of cool to like promo off and then have the matches and shit like that.
Do they have a lot of those backstage interviews or promos or whatever?
They do, but they're slowly working it in different ways now. Like lately, and I was like, I know I'm not crazy, but they doing shit like they finally started doing replays, and it's cool because they're doing replays of like old shit from back in the day. They're like, oh, back in this day, then like 2 weeks because they've been trying to rebuild the titles, the U.S. and Intercontinental title, which were 2 titles when back in the day actually mattered. Like they actually did videos and they acknowledged a whole shitload of different wrestlers. Like there's like certain subtleties that you realize if you've been watching consistently.
Yeah.
Like, and if you do watch consistently and you don't realize it, you're just being a fucking hater.
Yeah.
Like truly, because that's all it is. Like it's simple. Like it's not over the top. It's not in your face. It's stupid little things. There's like Monday, I didn't catch the opening, but people on Twitter were like, yo, they brought back the opening video. They got pyro again. And I was like, that's literally fucking a 2-minute part of the show. But that matters to certain people. Because they like we used to like seeing like I used to like it back in the day when I watched Raw and you seen like Stone Cold walking through the warehouse and you hear the music. I don't even like rock music, but that music was cool. And then you see the wrestlers and they were all fighting like, you know, like a beginning of like a TV show video type shit, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's like I said, like shit like that is like what people are noticing and people are catching and it's slowly building, like it's getting there. Like within a year time, I could guarantee like WWE is gonna be a lot more fun. Hopefully it's still on TV and it's not on just streaming.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Shit. You think they're gonna go to another network?
The rumor is supposedly once the TV deals are done, the Nick Khan, who does a lot more of the business side, has already said that they consider going to Netflix or Amazon or something like that for the weekly TV shows because people go now to streaming more than to actual cable to watch stuff. Yeah.
It's kind of true.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. All I know is if they just stay on Peacock, it's easier for me. I've been waiting for them to do that any fucking way since the network came out. When WWE Network came out, I was like, why don't y'all just stream it on the fucking network?
Yeah.
Because back when I had no cable, that's what I wanted to watch it on. Like I was like, why can't you just be here?
Yeah, I know the network. When they had the network, that was cool. I really like that shit.
I miss the network. I mean, I just finally found Saturday main event, which is awesome because now I get to watch all the fucking great promos. My nigga, when I say I go promo searching, I just put on the show and just skip through fucking matches and go to the promos.
That's fucking
some great fucking promos.
That's what I liked about the network because I think I just liked watching those for a couple times. Like going back and seeing Jake's old shit and just watching all the old shit, like the fucking Mega Powers and all that. Watching it start to finish, that was fucking fun.
That's what makes
it
worth it.
Since we're talking about streams and shit like that, I guess we'll get into the thing where we're going to talk about, which is She-Hulk episode 1 that came out this week.
Hulk. And speaking of Hulk. See, it all goes together.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Hey, you know that? You know what happened with that, right? The lawsuit with that, Marvel and them.
Yeah. So, I guess I could just do a little rundown. I to me, I felt like the episode was quick. I don't know if it was like I guess it was like what 20 minutes, something like that.
It
20,
was
30
a
minutes.
30-something minute episode, but it it was weird because I kind of feel like you did. I felt like it was quick, but then at the same time I didn't because I
Mm,
felt like because you know what it was? It was the reverse jump that fucked me up because
okay.
it started, and I was like,
All right.
wait, so this is the beginning now? This is the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So basically, the beginning, she's breaking the fourth wall, and she's talking to us about like how she got to where she's at. So it was a very quick origin story, which I really liked. Like I felt like they missed that opportunity in that Miss Marvel show. Like if they did it a little bit quicker, I felt like
okay,
that show would have been a little bit better because you had more fighting scenes. But I felt like even though the whole show is technically her origin story, but it was like I said, it was quick. It's the driving down a mountain highway, a spaceship from Sakaar comes down, and she falls off the side of the thing. And I guess he's trying to help Bruce Banner out, and he can't turn into the Hulk because he has that little device on.
yeah,
Some of his blood goes into her body because she has an open wound, and she hulks out. And at first, it seemed like the first two hulking out, she couldn't. It was almost like she didn't remember anything, and then right
mm,
after that, like it was just like she could do it on and off. So I kind of like that too, where like it was like a cool thing, but not because I started feeling like, oh, you're doing the girl power thing too much because she kept saying
okay,
like I'm a better Hulk, and why did it take her blood to fix his arm? That was kind of weird to me. I didn't really understand that, but I just like that she's different, right? I like that she doesn't have another personality, so she
yeah,
could
yeah.
just Hulk out whenever she wants to. She could control it better. And that whole throwing the rock scene when he's trying to teach her how to do shit,
Mm,
and he had to show off like he was getting jealous. He had to show off and threw that shit in outer space.
yeah.
But like I said, I didn't think it was too bad. I don't think it was too heavy on like girl power, like I'm better than you because I'm a girl, Hulk, and all that
But
stuff.
but that's a lot of like it's weird because that's the She-Hulk character in a way. She's very
Yeah,
strong woman power character.
yes. So that's why
Yeah.
I was like, I can't get mad because they're sticking to like the source material, and so I was just like, it's all right. The only thing I didn't like about the episode because after the whole montage scene and
Mm.
her training scene, then it goes right back to the beginning of the show where she's
Yeah.
uh, doing her court thing, and then Titania comes out, and I was just
That
like,
looked
why?
mad cheesy though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like she looked like an '80s prostitute, and then that little flying kick, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? I was like, don't do that. But I think they did that as a joke. Like they had to. I was
I
just
think
like,
a
come
part of
on.
it is supposed to be that. That's why the whole fourth wall thing is happening.
Yeah.
I forgot what they said. There's like a movie or a show, something that they kind of got the reference from that they're using it as to break the
Okay.
fourth wall. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think every episode is gonna be kind of unique in its own way.
I kind of hope so. I kind of hope so because
Yeah.
I felt like since that's the introduction, I guess from the fourth world breaking in the MCU technically,
Mhm.
and she has been doing it in the comic books longer than Deadpool, so it's kind of interesting. I don't think she'll ever be in the Avengers, but if she's in like the I don't know if Daredevil's around and maybe if they get
Nah,
Luke
they
Cage
definitely
back.
doing a street team joint because I
Yeah.
went on. I was on. I think it was yesterday when I was on Disney Plus, and I'm looking through, trying to think of what to watch, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it before. I don't remember it, but they made now as like the Defender saga. Now they're all as a list. Like now it's
Yeah.
there, and I was like, come on, man, just admit that y'all gonna do something street level. Like, just give
Yeah.
us a good street level team. Like, that's all I want.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
But that's the thing too, because I don't think there's any hints of Luke Cage or Jessica Jones or anything, but
not yet, at least. Yeah.
like Daredevil's one thing. And I keep hearing rumors that Daredevil's gonna teach Spider-Man how to like train him a little bit. So I'm just like, so if they're gonna do another Spider-Man movie, is he gonna be in it? Or is Spider-Man coming to the TV shows like for like a couple episodes?
I heard that he was supposed to be in a couple of episodes.
That'll be really nice. But I'm just happy that they got Daredevil back. So
yeah, like see, but that's the whole shit. Like, one, that's why that scene I don't really feel like it's gonna be a part of it because I don't see them bringing Daredevil in, and then when they finally actually use Daredevil, that they're not gonna pay homage to the fact of what we really liked about the Daredevil is this nigga just whipping people's ass with
yeah.
like,
Yeah, like those fight scenes, you can't. Whatever director you had for those fight scenes, you gotta let it go. I think that's the bad thing because what was it? Was rated R, right? His TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, 17. I'm 17.
Oh, so fuck. I don't know if they're gonna do that for the show.
Nah, they will because they're not gonna emphasize on like
The
him
blood.
punching and shooting up the blood, but they'll have a little bit of blood like they do slightly.
Yeah,
and they might just show him beat up people. They're just not gonna show him kill them
yeah.
or really hurt them as bad as he normally does.
Yeah,
like they'll find their little loophole around it because the same way they're gonna find a loophole around Deadpool.
Yeah, true. And they did Moon Knight, so
and yeah, that's what I mean. Moon Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I got high hopes, but so far I like this episode. I thought it was pretty good. It was quick.
Yeah.
I watched it twice just to see if I missed anything, but the second time I went quick too, but in a good way. Like it was like a good. It's not dragging and
easy watch.
Yeah,
it's an easy watch. Like you could just sit there and be like, "Nah, just watch it, She-Hulk," and you're from that one episode, you're gonna know if you want to watch him more or not watch him more.
Yeah,
you know. That's the best way to put it. Like that episode made it very easy. Do you want to stay here or not?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. It was just like, all right, this is what's gonna be. So if you want to stay, just stay. If you want to bitch about it on the internet, do it. Leave it alone.
Pretty much. And I watched it and I was like, I'm not mad. I was like, I have nothing to complain about. I was like, I kind of like the whole little She-Hulk shit. I like that they doing it right with the power shit, while going back and forth. And I was like, I really have nothing to complain. I was like, I'm gonna be picky and I'm gonna want to see her in some spandex, the She-Hulk spandex, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, like I want to see certain shit, but I'm letting it rock. I just want to know what episode Daredevil's gonna be in. How many episodes you gonna make us wait?
I know. There's gonna. Oh, did you see the end credit scene?
Yeah.
When they were getting.
I see, and that's another thing I like about it, like, because it's simple shit like that. I know, like, some people be like, "Oh, not every Marvel character needs to be funny," but it's like, but there's just like people are just naturally funny. Not everybody's fucking dead and boring like Batman.
Yeah.
Like, I like that my characters can be serious, but at the same time, when they're being down, like their hair down, whatever you want to say, that they fucking have fun and they're funny. Like, that's cool to me. Like, it's more relatable. I connect more to that than a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of here. Miserable ass people.
Shit. So apparently Batman's gonna be in the Aquaman 2 movie.
No, all that shit's getting canceled.
Not Aquaman 2, I don't think.
Nah, Aquaman 2 definitely getting canceled.
You think so?
Definitely. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
They canceled pretty much everything. The only reason they're keeping Blue Beetle is because they haven't found a good reason to cancel a movie with Hispanic in it yet.
I was like, come on, you're representing for the Spanish people.
Yeah. Like, they said they want to redo the whole DC joint. So
I know, but starting with The Rock with the Black Adam movie, and he said that he wants nothing to do with Shazam, which is like, I understand because I don't think Shazam was a good movie. So
why would you want to have something to do with a guy who I'm wearing a costume that I'm legit wearing it?
Yeah,
you have a costume
yeah,
to make you seem like you're wearing it.
like
come on.
I don't know.
Like, his costume looked like the Party City chest of Superman.
Yeah,
in that first movie, it was horrible.
Yeah, I wish they had like that chiseled jaw, like cool fucking.
There had to be someone out there that could have definitely made the actor, but like, I don't see that really happening. Like, freaking.
Well, if it does start with The Rock, it just sucks because I want Henry Cavill as Superman, but I feel like that's gone. So
but I don't see, even if it does start with The Rock. So what the hell? I don't know. I guess after watching Black Adam and figuring out what the hell the storyline is in Black Adam.
Yeah, because I think it's more set in the past. Maybe before the Justice League, unless they said like no, they're already out. So I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure that's gonna get a lot of praise. That movie, a lot of praise.
I mean, most likely, I could see it definitely getting good praise for it.
Yeah.
But now I feel like that praise you could tell by the way shit moves, and maybe it could be streaming as well that it changed up shit. Because Thor got wild praise, but it died out.
Yeah.
Talk wise, but it's still not on streaming. Black Phone got pretty decent praise, I would say. That shit's been on streaming for like a month now.
Yeah.
Like from Amazon to now is on Peacock. So if you got Peacock, you can watch the shit.
Yeah.
It's like that was quick. Like I don't think movies are staying in movie theaters as long either.
No, because I think the reason why they keep going to movie theaters is like that's the one way that they're getting a lot of their money. You know, is all those movie tickets, and they know that fans are always going to want to watch the movie in a theater. But I think only like blockbusters or really big talked about movies, like Black Phone or something.
See, and that's the crazy shit because like you say like you want to watch it in theaters, and it's like you say that, and I try to think, and I'm like, what movies did I watch at home that I liked it but I didn't, and it's like I'll use like Godzilla versus King Kong per se.
Yeah.
I think if I definitely would have watched that in the movie theater with more of a surround sound aspect, probably would have liked it more to the point where I would have watched it more.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't hate it. I just don't have the urge to watch it because I'm watching it the same way I watched it already.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe. Yeah.
So, like, I get you on that point because there are certain things like the Batman.
Yeah.
I don't hate the movie. I said, I like it. One of the rare Batman movies I like. Can't watch it at home. I fall asleep. Yeah. Like I just can't watch. Like I was like, if that movie would have came out at home and I had to watch it at home, I probably would have been a little bit less liked it because the surround sound different. The pace would have probably been too slow for me at home.
Yeah,
you know,
it's definitely the atmosphere sometimes.
Yeah.
Watch it, but we'll see. But we'll have to see what because I didn't watch the trailer for She-Hulk for the second episode, so I'm gonna leave it. I want to be surprised of who might be in it, and
I didn't even know there was a trailer for it.
I'll
watch that shit pop up on my phone later.
Yeah, but I just don't. I just want to see who's gonna be in it because I think from the original trailer, they showed that leapfrog or whatever. It looked like the what do you call it? The Wrecking Crew. And then you had Daredevil. And then they keep hinting that Ben Grimm from the Fantastic Four is going to be like probably at the end. But I doubt that because Fantastic Four isn't for 2 more phases? But
you got a Ben Grimm sighting or something.
Maybe.
He's a pilot, I mean.
Maybe. But is he the Thing yet? Or is he Ben Grimm?
I don't want him to be the Thing yet.
Yeah.
I want him to not be the Thing yet.
You don't want him?
Jason Segel, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
That they said possibly, and he could be somewhat tall, and then when he gets turned into the Thing, then he shrinks. Fuck it, I'll accept it. Oh, actually, you know what? The Thing can't be that big because he can't be bigger than the Hulk.
I think the Hulk is bigger, but he's still supposed to be a big, stocky thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know because if the last scene was her walking at night, right? And then you just see like a silhouette of a guy in a trench coat and a hat with a cigar. And then he comes out of the thing. And it was just like, I need your help or something. And it's just like a rock face.
I'm done. Cool. I'm done. You don't even understand my nigga. I'm going to be in my room punching the wall singing a Fantastic Four song.
Yeah. Nah, that would be cool. But yeah, I want to see what this has to bring. I hope they redo Titania's costume because I know they're going to be more of her.
Yeah, but But you know who else? Because we didn't think about it. We still have Wong, and we still have Abomination.
Abomination and Wong. We still got to see.
Those are the two other ones that we have yet to. Yeah.
The other thing is too, I think they're setting up for an actual Hulk movie because the Sakaar ship is for
Yeah, I
him.
know. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think like, are they gonna do a Planet Hulk this time? Like an actual, they're gonna make him a slave in that planet or some crap like that, and then he's gonna, become Planet Hulk, like a different version of that Hulk instead of like the childish kind of
Well,
whatever.
they teased heavy in that first episode, and they made sure that you understood how to say these shits right, people. How
Yeah.
to say it right.
Yeah.
Smart Hulk,
Yeah.
Rage, Incredible Hulk, different Hulks. They're different Hulks. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna get a Mr. Fix-It. We're gonna get a Samson, and I can't wait for that.
That's what I can't wait for because I hope the leader is in this season.
Yes.
I hope the fucking leader from the actual movie that was supposed to come out is in this. And I actually hope that we see Mr. Fix-It. If we see Mr. Fix-It, I'll be so fucking happy.
Between that and Doc Samson, is a wrap.
Yeah, with the
Honestly.
long hair.
Yeah, I need the hair. I need the green hair. Like, that should be so cool.
Shit, that would be cool. Hopefully we get to see more of that shit.
Like Hulk is one of those characters. Like, I don't know a lot about Thor, but I knew more about Hulk.
Yeah,
I always wanted more Hulk content. That's why I love the Incredible Hulk, because the Incredible Hulk was fucking fire.
it was.
And I thought we would get more. Like, you get into more shit, and they just kind of like got scared of doing it.
Yeah,
and it was like, it makes no sense.
Universal owned the Hulk for a long time. That's why. So I don't know why they didn't make a deal to make a second or third movie. And I think a lot of the thing was the fear too, like, oh, a movie about this big guy just smashing shit, and I was like, yes, yes, I want to see him smash shit.
Fucking
and
rage.
Set up for the leader, so you got somebody that's super smart versus somebody that's like stupid and just smashes shit. So I don't know.
The leader's gonna lead into MODOK, and then we're gonna all win.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Iron Man cartoon characters and all that shit.
Bro, you don't even understand. Like, I actually started rewatching, what was it, Fantastic Four, because like they're like 1 or 2 seasons. They're not that long, but I fall asleep halfway through. But the shit that always boggles my mind is the characters that are like just implanted in like just Fantastic Four alone.
Yeah,
where it was like, yo, after the first 2 episodes, every episode after that is a fucking banger of a random ass character that you only gonna get in this show because they have yet to be talked about or be on anything else, like they just be on that shit, like, and it's dope as fuck.
I know, I like it too. It's
like they had this guy, what the hell's his name? He's from the other dimension that they said he might be in Quantumania, or he could be in Quantumania. His name starts with an A.
Annihilus?
Yeah. Like, there was an episode with him, and I was like, that is the most random ass shit. I was like, fucking like.
Yeah. You know what is an underrated cartoon that's on the Disney Plus? Is one of the Avengers cartoons.
Well, honestly, there's 2 of them that are actually really good. Because there's the one that they kind of lean onto the Infinity Saga. I think that's the Mighty Avengers.
Okay.
And then there's one that's Avengers Assembled.
That's the one, yeah.
That one goes more freestyle, where they have Kang and they have a few more.
Yeah, that's the one I'm watching. Because I felt like starting off with all the prisons and stuff like that, and I felt like it started off good, started dying down, but then the second season when you get Kang and Doctor Doom and all that, I like that episode. But I didn't watch.
Yeah, those aren't bad. Yeah, it's like the what's that? It's one of the Spider, like, I think it's like one of the last Spider-Mans that they did before they got Ray Kitty.
Yeah.
That people are like, nah, it's man good though. Like, it's not, like, it's almost like the original, da da da. And I was like, I'll watch it, but I just haven't gotten around to actually watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll try to do this maybe this Friday for.
Yeah, definitely. She-Hulk is crazy. Probably do it Thursday.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Fucking. Wait, there was one more show. So the Guardians of the Galaxy game, and this is just because we on Marvel, and it popped in my head when we talking about shit. So playing that game, it's a role player game. So you get to be just Star-Lord, and you get to do a lot of shit. But it's a fun ass game that you should try. But this is one of the things that I love, and I hope that they do go to this for the Marvel games because they're trying to do it. is they have more original story,
Yeah,
and more aspects. So I thought it was just a funny ass joke in the game. You're basically, you're Guardians of the Galaxy. You're pirates, basically, almost.
yeah,
We're flying around. We have this whole shit. So it's scenario based. So like things you pick happens in the game later on.
yeah,
Type shit. You're doing that. So we're out and we on a mission. We're trying to steal some shit to sell. Like we're basically trying to capture a monster to sell it to like this monster queen lady. I forgot her name.
okay,
But they sell it to her. So in the gist of all of that happening, we end up losing the monster. We can't get the monster, da da da. So we're trying to figure out what to do. And this shit made me pop. So they ask each character, and they go, Rocket, he asks, oh, let's go rob these people, da da da. Gamora's, whatever, Groot, I am Groot. And then they go to fucking Drax, and that was the most unexpected shit ever. And it was like, well, we can always go after the monster, Fing Fang Foom. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, fucking Fing Fang Foom and goddamn Guardians. I was like, and the whole time throughout the game, like throughout the build of it, where you get to the mission, every time you ask Jack, he's like, we could just go after Fing Fang Foom as a big bounty on Fing Fang. And I was like, damn it, I want to do that.
Yeah. And you never know.
I think that's the coolest thing. Like when Marvel and shit could do things like that and touch on other shit.
Yeah.
That's what I love. And I can't wait for more Marvel shit, hopefully on Thursday. It'll be fucking fire.
Yes.
Hopefully we get probably I'm gonna guess right now. It's gonna be the Abomination episode, and we're gonna get Wong. Because we gotta get something to now push the story.
Okay. You think so?
I think Abomination and Wong are gonna be the first two guests for the next episode.
Okay. Yeah, because I think they're gonna leave Daredevil for later on, for sure.
Yeah, I think Daredevil's gonna be more towards the second to last or third episode. Like depending on how the story goes in the next episode, I can really fill it out. Because from that scene, that's the scene of their first introduction towards each other. So it's like, what's the dialogue gonna be?
Yeah, true. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting.
But word. Oh, it's a lawyer versus lawyer. Bang.
Hell yeah. And what if she's doing like, oh, that'll be great if they're actually versing each other and it's a good matchup, like, oh, this person's bad, and be like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know.
See,
that's gonna be interesting.
I found something there. I found something.
Who's gonna be a better lawyer?
I go with She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She's kind of hot for a green chick.
Yeah. I still wish they fixed the CGI a little bit, but it is what it is. Oh, man. All right. So we're going to come back to you guys on Thursday, maybe, if not Friday. And we'll talk more about the She-Hulk and if there's any more wrestling news. So.
Hey, you never know. Fucking wrestling or anything I happen now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Peace out.
Yeah.